Shooters often wonder if a high-end custom rifle shoots straighter than a factory-made one, whether the extra cost is justified. In fact, modern production rifles from major manufacturers can be remarkably accurate. With advances in barrels, triggers, and stocks, many factory rifles now deliver sub-MOA groups out of the box. We'll explore how factors like barrel quality, action tolerances, stocks, and optics affect accuracy, and why in practice a skilled shooter with a well-chosen factory rifle can often match the performance of a custom build. So, let's get into it. Accuracy depends first on the shooter and the ammunition, more than on the rifle alone. A match-grade barrel with a consistent bore and ideal twist will shoot tighter groups. Many custom rifles use premium barrels built straight and free of imperfections. Some factory rifles now use excellent barrels too, e.g. Bergara button-rifled barrels or cold hammer-forged barrels on budget rifles. Blueprinted or trued actions have very precise tolerances and headspace, which ensures uniform chambering and firing. Custom action is often hand-lapped and timed for perfect alignment. However, simply truing a factory action rarely yields a huge jump in accuracy unless the head spacing was significantly off. The main benefit is consistency and longer brass life, not necessarily smaller groups. Every time a bolt face closes slightly cockeyed, it works the brass unevenly, so a straight bolt face improves case life. A rigid, free-floated barrel and a rock-solid bedding, either glass bedding or an aluminum chassis, keep the barrel from shifting under recoil. Custom rifles often use chassis or fully bedded stocks, while many factory rifles now offer free-floating barrels and proprietary bedding pillars. The key is eliminating pressure points. A crisp, light trigger helps the shooter fire with minimal disturbance. Custom rifles typically install adjustable match triggers. Many production rifles, e.g. Savage AccuTrigger, RPR trigger, are now very good out of the box, though the very lightest pulls are often custom add-ons. No matter how accurate the rifle, a cheap scope will blur groups. Both custom and factory rifles need a quality optic. In fact, experts advise spending on the scope at least as much as on the rifle. Precision rings and mounts, one-piece designs also contribute to consistent point of impact. The edge that custom builders have is in selecting the absolute best components and fitting them precisely. If you've liked the video so far, please leave a like and subscribe. But top-tier factory rifles often include many premium features, as we'll see below. A modern production-grade long-range rifle, here a Ruger American Predator style, is capable of sub-MOA accuracy with quality components and ammunition. Today's factory rifles can shoot extremely well. For example, the Ruger American Predator, a budget rifle, is by far the most accurate gun available at a bargain price, thanks to its cold hammer-forged barrel and solid design. In testing, one shooter nailed a .54 5-shot group at 100 yards with a Ruger Predator. 6 Hour's flagship cross-platform rifle SIG Cross routinely produces half-inch groups. I have dozens of guns in my vault, and if someone bet me $100 that I couldn't shoot a half-inch group on demand, I'd reach for my SIG Cross. It's my most reliable shooter. Even budget shooters are amazed that premium ammunition in a $500 to $600 rifle often yields 1-inch groups at 100 yards, roughly 5-inch at 500 yards, comparable to what a custom rifle might do. Many modern factory rifles carry accuracy guarantees. For instance, Springfield Armory's new 2020 Waypoint comes with a 3/4 MOA guarantee, beating the 1 MOA promise of most competitors. Gun reviewers note that its fit, finish, and performance is every bit as good as most custom rifles at half of the cost. Savage, Browning, Tikka, and other manufacturers similarly guarantee sub-MOA performance for their premium lines. Quality control has improved industry-wide. Bergara rifles, a factory Spanish brand, rarely have QC issues, and owners report that I haven't met a Bergara rifle that wasn't accurate. It's tough to argue with the results they're getting. These testimonies show that a well-built factory rifle often comes very close to custom-grade precision. Another advantage is that many factory rifles have modular designs. A shooter can replace the stock with an aluminum chassis, add a muzzle brake or suppressor, or improve the trigger. For example, Remington 700 and Ruger Precision platforms have vast aftermarket support. This means a factory rifle can be slowly upgraded to near custom specs. Over time, one can put a better barrel, bedding, and chassis on a factory action for a fraction of the price of a turnkey custom rifle. Custom builders can chamber unusual rounds or non-standard twist rates that aren't offered by factories. For example, a long-range hunter might want a 9-twist 7mm Remington Magnum to stabilize very heavy bullets, specification not found on off-the-shelf models. If your ideal barrel length, twist, chambering, or magazine feeds are exotic, a custom build may be the only way. Custom rifles often use premium actions, Stiller, Bat, Defiance, etc., barrels or Bartline, Proof Research, Hart, etc., stock chassis, KRG, Manners, etc. Each part is chosen for performance. These builds are usually blueprinted, actions are lapped, headspace is set precisely, and everything is reassembled to exact tolerances. The result can be extreme precision in the right hands. In fact, a professional custom shop will typically tune the rifle and loads to shoot quarter MOA or better, sub .3 at 100 yards. As one gunsmith notes, a well-built custom with the right ammo often delivers half-inch groups at 100 yards or an inch at 200 yards. When you purchase a custom rifle, it's dialed in for you. The builder usually tests dozens of loads and delivers the rifle ready to shoot. This eliminates a lot of guesswork. You don't need to worry about bedding, head spacing, or initial accuracy testing. All that tuning work is done. For a shooter who just wants maximum performance without tweaking, this is appealing. A custom rifle can be ergonomically fitted to the shooter's body, adjustable cheek riser, length of pull, grip, etc. If the shooter's goal is not just accuracy but also having a bespoke dream rifle, then the custom route wins. There's also the prestige of owning a one-of-a-kind rifle that no one else has. Some of this is ego, but it's part of why people spend extra. However, custom rifles have drawbacks. They're much more expensive, often $3,000 to $6,000 or more for the rifle alone, and you must wait months for it to be built. Furthermore, the ultra-tailored design can reduce resale value. It might not suit the next owner as well, and a custom shop may offer limited warranty compared to a factory's full warranty. While custom builds promise theoretical precision, in practical terms, a factory rifle with top-end upgrades often reaches the same accuracy as a custom. As one expert puts it, factory rifles nowadays have gotten so good that a custom rifle is more of a prestige item than a must-have for accuracy. In tests over many years, skilled shooters have found that a $1,200 to $3,500 factory rifle with good ammo will often shoot right up there with those expensive models. Sportsman's News columnist reported finding multiple production rifles from $500 and up that consistently shot 1 inch or better at 100 yards with match ammo, effectively custom-level performance for a fraction of the cost. The secret's matching the right ammo and optimizing the setup. For example, that SIG Cross needed custom hand loads to show its best quarter MOA potential. Similarly, the Springfield Waypoint's superb accuracy was partly due to its rigid stock and free-floated carbon barrel. In most cases, the barrel and bullet match determine accuracy more than whether the action is factory or custom. In fact, one rifle builder quipped, "Put a nice barrel in a factory receiver and they shoot awesome," implying the frame matters less than the heart of the rifle. In the competition shooting community, many top marksmen run factory rifles with minor mods and still take top honors. Factory rifles like the Seiko TRG, Citron, and Tikka T3X are infamous for sub-half-inch MOA accuracy right out of the box. Even if they are slightly heavier or have one-piece stocks, they often match the group size of more expensive custom rigs. Let's compare key components and how they differ between factory and custom rifles. Actions. Custom actions, e.g. from Defiance CTI, Stiller, are machined from solid billet or investment cast with very tight tolerances. Many are stainless steel and fluted. Factory actions, Remington 700 variants, Ruger actions, etc., are often investment cast or forgings. High-end factory lines, e.g. Seiko and Christensen, have great actions too. In terms of point of impact repeatability, a good factory action, properly tuned when rebarreling, will not inherently degrade accuracy. The advantage of custom actions is smoother function and perhaps a few microns in tolerance, which matter mostly in bench rest level shooting. Barrels. Custom rifles usually specify a premium hand-lapped barrel blank, Bartline, proof, etc., with any twist and contour you want. They're hogged out meticulously. Factory rifles use barrels that can be very good. Some are hammer forged, e.g. Ruger Weatherby, Ruger American, which tends to be very consistent, while others use button rifling, e.g. Bergara, or cut rifling. As the Backfire review notes, Bergara's button-rifled barrels consistently produce sub-MOA groups and tight quality control. One key advantage of custom builds is specifying the exact twist rate and barrel contour. For extreme long-range, heavy bullets or magnum calibers, having a 1:8 or 1:9 twist instead of the more common 1:11 or 1:10 on factory models can improve accuracy with the desired bullet. Similarly, a custom build can tune the barrel contour, light versus heavy profile for stiffness. A factory rifle that doesn't come in the needed twist may force you to custom develop ammo or to settle for slightly less optimal bullet stabilization. So if your use case, e.g. shooting 300-gram 7mm bullets, requires a unique twist, custom is better. Customization and finish. Custom builders also offer Cerakote finishes, engraved logos, special weights, etc. These don't affect accuracy, but are more about form, not function. If looks and feel matter, custom wins. If pure point of impact, they're cosmetic. In practice, if you buy a factory rifle with the best barrel and action it comes with and then upgrade other parts, like bedding it in a chassis, putting on a matched trigger and free-floated handguard, you can approach the consistency of a custom rifle at lower cost. The secret sauce of custom builds, blueprinting, precise headspace, and test firing and loads can be added onto a factory-based rifle when doing a rebarrel or gunsmith job. Indeed, most skilled marksmen eventually barrel their factory rifles on a lathe and true the action when they want ultimate performance, effectively converting it into a custom piece. With a factory platform, you can upgrade piece by piece. If you start with a $1,200 rifle, you can buy an $800 aftermarket barrel in stock 2 years later when funds allow, rather than shell out thousands up front. This build-as-you-go approach can save money and spread out the learning curve. Comparable accuracy. With good ammo, many factory rifles shoot sub-MOA. The Sportsman Review found no rifle under $600 that couldn't do 1 inch at 100 yards with match ammo. So, where does that leave us? In truth, the gap between custom and factory rifles has narrowed more than ever. With the right upgrades and ammunition, a well-chosen factory rifle can perform at a level that just a decade ago would have seemed exclusive to high-end customs. Would you go custom, factory, or maybe build a hybrid? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.